What you're about to see is a tutorial for how to use the Create a Story feature on the Sims 3 website. This tutorial is in direct response to Cameo's post and cry for help on the Sims 3 forum, so I hope this helps her out and anyone else who's having any problems with the feature. Before we actually start creating a story, I'm going to show you how to upload your images to the Sims 3 website. You need to load the launcher, select Uploads, and then you'll see everything you're able to upload to the website. I scrolled down and chose a few pictures at random. In order to select your screenshot, you need to check the white box next to the image that you want to upload. Like so. After you selected your images, you need to click the upload button. From there, you have the option to rename the screenshot as well as change the description. I normally don't bother with it, it's not really important. You'll have to do that for every image you select, and then you just wait for them to upload. Our screenshots are through uploading, so we're going to double check to make sure they made it to the website. You want to load the Sims 3 website. Go to your profile page. Go to your studio and select More and Edit. Click the Media tab, and then the screenshot should be there if they successfully uploaded. Before we get started, I'm going to do a quick overview of all the options you have in Create a Story. This area of your screen is the stage. It will show you what you're currently working on. You have background options, colors, as well as designs. Next is your image options. You have your images that we uploaded, and then there's a library of images that are default with Create a Story. You can select them through the folders or the drop-down box. Then we have our audio options. They're separated into folders, and you can use the drop-down box to select the categories as well. Then you have your page transitions. Below the stage is your text box. This is where you'll enter your text as you write your story. You have different font options. You can bold, italicize, and underline. Then you have your color options. You have your alignment positions, left, center, right. You have your page where you add your pages. The blue box will show you what page you currently have selected and you're working on. You have your trash bin, so if you need to throw something away, you just drag it over there. That is where you put your audio soundtracks once you select it. And that's your preview button. It'll show you what you're working on. Choosing backgrounds is really simple. Select the background tab. Choose colors or designs. You can select a color and drag it over to the stage, or you can double click the color and it will automatically pop it. The same goes for designs. You can drag the designs you want on the page or double click it. To select the images you want to put on your page, click the Image tab, and then choose the image you want to appear on the page you're working on. You can double click or drag, just like with your backgrounds. To choose an audio or soundtrack for your story, you need to click the Audio tab and then select a category. You can sample the music by hitting the listen button. chosen the audio you want on your story, select it and drag it down to the soundtrack box. You can again listen to it there. To choose a transition, you need to click the Transitions tab. And then if you'll notice that little white box there, whenever you double click to add the transition, it'll show it in the corner where the white box was. Now we're going to add text to the title page. You have 40 characters to enter on your title page. I chose to title this Meet the Family. I want to center it, so I'm going to highlight the text and hit the center alignment. I don't like the font, so we're going to change it. Select it to the drop down box and it will show you what the text will look like. I'm going to bold it and underline it, and we're going to change the color. I'm also going to add a second line. But I don't want to keep the same color on the second line. I'm going to remove the underline and the bold and choose to italicize it. I'm going to change the font. We're going to keep it centered and we're going to change the color. To add a page, you just need to click the Add Page button, and it will automatically copy a new page with the exact same background and transition from the page before it. So if you want to select a new background and transition, you have to do that manually. And then just select the next image you want to go into your story. You have 2,000 characters to work with on any additional page you add to your story. Whatever font and color that you used on previous pages will also carry over, so if you want to change the font color, I played around with it a little bit here. Or change like the bold or the underline options, you have to do that manually as well. So you're not locked into one color. You can have multiple colors on multiple pages. The alignment will carry over as well, so if you don't want the alignment to be on the left or centered, you need to select the position you want it in. To preview your work, select your first page, so you'll start at the beginning, and select your preview button at the bottom. Once you're happy with your story, it's time to save it. To save your story, you need to click the blue Save It button at the bottom of the screen. It'll bring up a new page. There you need to select the category your story would fall under, as well as the language. You can enter a description for your story as well. Below the description box, you'll have options to make it public or private. And then after you're done there, click the green Publish button. It'll bring you to another page that'll give you code options for other websites, as well as an option to let you email your friends. Then click Finish. After you're finished, you can return to your profile page, and you can see it there in your studio, where you can click it and view it. After you're done, you can return to your profile page, go back to your studio and go to the More Edit button, go to your media, and you can delete those screenshots you used to make your story because you'll no longer need them. And that's it. We've successfully made a story on the Sims 3 website. I hope this tutorial helped, and happy simming!